What's up everyone? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today I'm doing a Warframe topic on focus. We're going to cover what is focus for beginners, how to go about getting your focus. We're going to run through the focus trees and how they actually work, because there's a little bit of complexity there. So we're going to run through it and yeah, let's get into it. Here we are in our ship. To start the topic on focus, we need to make sure that we have done the second dream quest. That's the prerequisite. If you go over to your codex, if you haven't done it, look through your quest line here and you want to start working towards that. It is the first of the major cinematic quests, so you want to get that done. After you've done the second dream quest, that's when focus becomes an issue and comes into play. So you've done the second dream quest. What we have to do is get to the back of our ship right here. This door will open up and you can come and see your operator. You can also just press the number 5, it'll take you to the exact same screen. And here we are at focus. So there's a couple things to talk about. Firstly, there's 5 trees. There's the Xenuric, Vason, Unaru, Madarai, and Namon. I recommend starting off with the Xenuric tree. The only reason I say that is the Xenuric tree gives you energizing dash, which is an ability which will replenish your energy when you do an operator void dash. And that's something you can use throughout your normal gameplay. The other trees give you specific, a whole bunch of different abilities, but a lot of them are really good for things like the Eidolon fight, which you're not doing most of the time. But the Xenuric one, the energizing dash, is something you can use in every mission. And for beginners, it's a great one to start. I use Xenuric every time I'm not doing the Eidolons. I don't want to go through each of these, the trees, and I'm not here to tell you which one to pick. I'm of the opinion that you need to play your own style. So what works for me may not work for you. So I'm going to talk about how to go about doing this. You can pick which one you want to put it in. We have, as you can see here, Xenuric is set as our primary. We can make any of the others primary if we want. So first thing to talk about is, what does primary mean? They talk about primary and secondary. And in my mind, at least, when I hear that, I think, okay, cool, primary is going to give me mainly what I'm using is the primary, and the secondaries are there in some capacity. In Warframe, that is not the case at all. Only the primary is active, which means these secondaries should actually be, in my mind, should be called disabled or offline or whatever. They're not in play at all. Only the primary one is in play. So that's the first thing. So say we've decided on Xenuric. So you've got these different points and you need to go down a tree, you need to go in order from the middle. You cannot jump to that without having done that, right? And you can see that these are black and these are red. Red means they're active and on, and black means they're not active. So there's 2 parts here to the focus, to activating the focus. Firstly is the pull, and then there is the capacity. So here, let's play with one I haven't unlocked. Down the bottom, you'll see these 3 dashes. That's the pull amount that we require to unlock, to turn it on. We need 1 pull. We currently have 26. To increase the pull, we have to spend our focus, and we'll talk about where to get that in a second. Say that was at 0, I need 1 to turn this on. So I will need to spend, in my case now, because I'm further along, I would have to spend 131,000 focus to give me 1 pull. So if you look at this number, 26 out of 158, we turn it on, now we're at 27. We're not gonna do that, but that's just how the pull works, so keep an eye on that. All right, so we know we need 1. I've got 26 spare, so that's fine. So let's unlock it. That's gonna cost me 80,000 focus and 1 pull. Look at this number here, 26 will drop down to 25 when I turn it on, and my focus above will drop by 80,000, right? Turn it on, are you sure? Yes. You see, we're now at 25 and we've dropped 80,000 here. Now it's red and it's on, but it's at the lowest level. To go to the next level, we need to drop in 120,000 focus. So let's try that and watch what happens. As we try to do it, look down here. You see it says 1, but it goes from 1 to 4, which means we need 3 more pull to get it there. And 120,000 focus. So we've got 125,000 focus, so this will be a good demonstration. So we crank it up, look at our pull number. You see that? We went from 25 pull to 22. So it used our 3 pull, 4 total. We had 1 initially and then an additional 3, plus our 120,000 focus, and now we're on the first dot of that ability. Now, obviously, the more you put into this, the higher the buffs become. Void mode pulls enemies within 12 meters towards the operator, and I guess on the next one, it goes from 12 meters to 15 meters. So on the next dot. Again, it would go from 4 to 7, right? So we need another 3 pull to upgrade it, plus another 162,000 focus. That's how upgrading these items work. So let's cancel that out. Another thing to talk about is waybounds. There are 2 waybounds per focus tree. Waybounds are abilities that will come with you on any tree that you're on. You can see the waybounds here. I've unlocked all the waybounds, and they're on the left-hand side of your focus tree. If we have a look here, on Xenuric, the 2 waybounds, I've already got them unbound, but the 2 of them are Void Siphon and Void Flow. So now, if we go to any other tree, let's go to Matarai, we can find on the left-hand side, where is it? Void Siphon and Void Flow. They're from the Xenuric tree. Now, one thing to remember with waybounds, it's not just unlocking them from each individual tree, you still need to turn them on. So this is how they would be if you'd unlocked them all, okay? And to turn them on, they're already upgraded, but to turn them on, if we have a look, it's gonna take 7 from the pool. You see that? 7 from the pool to turn it on. If it's here and it's off and it's black, that means it's not active. So we gotta pay the 7 from the pool, turning it on. Keep an eye on our pool number, we're at 69, plus 10, or minus 10, now we're at 59, it's active. At any point in time, you have to look at what is active with your focus tree. It is always the primary, and when you click on the primary, anything that is red. If it is black, it is not active at all. So the waybounds are an interesting one. They're a normal ability, but to unbind them, once you're at the max rank, to unbind them, you need 1,000,000 focus, and you need a brilliant Eidolon shard. Here are the brilliant Eidolon shards from doing Eidolon, funny enough. So you need to fight the Eidolons, and you will collect shards as you go. These shards, you need 1 shard per waybound to unlock it, plus, like I say, 1,000,000 focus. So when you are using this section here, which we're gonna cover in just a second, make sure you keep enough of the brilliant shards so you can unlock your waybounds. Now let's talk about how to actually get focus. There are 2 ways to get focus. One is via a lens, and the other is by converting shards into focus. So the primary method is the lens. So here we are at Konzu on Cetus. If you go to the bounties and you click through on the reward pool, you'll see here's a Matarai lens, and here we've got the Unaru and another Matarai lens. So these rotate with the cycling of the rewards. So keep an eye on it, and you want to get a couple lenses of each type. So there's 3 tiers of lenses. You've got the base lens, which these are, you've got a greater lens, and then you've got an Eidolon lens. And they sort of build off each other. So the base tier is there, and if you look down here you go, there's the Eidolon lens there. Effectively, it means how much focus you're gonna gather. The normal lens will get you a little bit, the greater lens a bit more, and the Eidolon lens, the maximum amount of focus. So what do you do with these lenses? Let's get back to our ship. So here we are on our ship, and what you want to do when you apply a lens, there's a couple of things we need to talk about first. Focus effectively is like affinity or XP. A lens will make you gather that XP on the item you put the lens on. You can put lenses on warframes or weapons. With the warframe, just like leveling up, you may have seen some of the more passive or support frames are really hard to level up or take longer to level up because they're not doing damage themselves. Same thing with focus. If you put a lens on a frame that outputs a lot of damage, it's gonna level faster and it's gonna get you focus faster. If you put a lens on a passive frame, for example Loki, who doesn't do much output damage directly, it's gonna be hard to get much focus out of it. So when you put your lens on one of your warframes, think about offensive warframes. Saren is a great one, Equinox, Volt. These are ones that work really well to get a lot of focus pretty quickly because they do output damage from abilities. So let's have a look at how we do it. So you go into your arsenal, hit the upgrade button, and down the bottom here on actions, you've got the lens. So you can put any of the lenses that you want on the frame. Again, as we said, we can do normal lenses, we can do greater lenses, or if we have them, we can do an Eidolon lens. So we get the base lens from the bounties. We get the greater lens from the market, and we get the Eidolon lens from bounties as well, but we need to build them. So let's have a look at the market. If you just go to the market and type in lens, you'll see all the greater lenses, and you will see to craft a greater lens, you need your credits, you need 1 former, 1 argon crystal, some orokin cell, 1 orokin cell, and 4 of the normal lenses. So you need to get 4 normal lenses, buy the blueprint, and then you build with a former, you build up the greater lens. So we've built some greater lenses from the market. If we want to upgrade those again to an Eidolon lens, you go down to your arsenal and just type in lens. You'll see here that you need 1 greater lens that's already built and a breath of the Eidolon. Again, you get these from the bounties and from the Eidolons themselves. 4 normal lenses to make a greater lens plus a former, and 1 greater lens to make an Eidolon lens, and 24 hours to build it. We've put our lens on our damage outputting frame. We can also put the same lens or a different lens on our weapons. You can just change it, as we said, you can put greater ones, Eidolon ones, whatever you like, doing it, and put it on the weapons as well. So once you've maxed out your focus for the day, if you want to push it further, you can convert Eidolon shards into more focus. There is no cap on this conversion, so make sure you cap your daily cap first before you do this. So let's look at the Vason tree, because I haven't unlocked the Vason except for the 2 waybounds. It's all I've done here. So let's run through this together. I have 1.9 million focus in Vason at the moment, and let's just unlock a few of these. So we need 50,000 of that total to unlock it, plus 1 of the pool. We have 138. The pool is available to all trees. So if you have a total of 158 available in one tree, that is also available in another tree. So you don't need to double open up the pool. That's why I have 138 without having actually used this. So let's open them up. So we unlock it for 50,000 plus 1 pool. Yes. And then we upgrade it, taking in 80,000 plus another 2 from the pool. And to go to the next level, we need 108,000 plus another 2 from the pool. Keep an eye on the pool as we do this, from 3 to 5. And then another 2 to go from 5 to 7 on the pool, plus 160,000 there. So you'll see we've capped out. So what we can do then is go to focus conversion and change a few of these into focus. There you go, 8 of those will give us a 320,000 focus. And we're good to go. We've got our 320. Now I can spend the 320 on more pool if I needed it. It would cost me 130 for an additional pool, or I can just keep using the focus directly into an ability. So we don't need the pool, so we'll just dump it into there. Okay, the next one's gonna cost 240,000. I don't have enough. Let's do it again. All right, need a bit more than that. Oops. Sure, 240,000, perfect. All right, so we got 339, dump it in there. Okay, that's max rank. We've got 15 left on the pool. Let's keep going. All right, we're not gonna have enough to upgrade it. We've got 49,000 and we need 80,000. So we do it again. So you don't wanna just use all, because we may end up using more in this tree than we need. So just go slow here. Don't just dump it all, because it's wasted otherwise. If you've maxed everything out and you don't need any more, you're effectively wasting that focus, or those shards rather. So keep that in mind. All right. And we're out again. Let's quickly do that. Do a couple more. Let's just do 10. Let's do a bit more, actually. Let's do 20. What have I got? I got 40. 800,000, should be plenty. It doesn't matter, I'm gonna waste a bit here, I don't really care. Okay. So that's max rank, and that is now, we got 3 left, here we go. Right, so we have 3 pool left, and we need 2 to upgrade to the next tier, so we can do that, no problem. This is what I was waiting for. And now we need 2 more to go from 3 to 5. Keep an eye down here. 3 to 5, and 108,000 of the focus. We need 108,000 plus 2 more pool. We've only got 1, so I need 1 more, and that's gonna cost me 131,000. So now I've got 2, but now I don't have 106. See, I'm just 2,000 shy of enough to get that. So we'll convert 1 more. So you can see it, we'll convert one more, it's 40,000. All right, so now we've got 146,000, we have our 2 pool, and we're good to go. All right, I think a lot of people do get confused with the pool system and how that works. So we may as well just finish this off, seeing as we're here. We need 2 more pool, and we need 160,000 left over. It's 132,000 for 1 more pool. So you know what? What's that? We need 40. Let's go about there, 360. We'll see how this works. Convert that. So we need, let's get our pool first. 1, 2. There we go. So we've got our 2 pool to go from 5 to 7. And we need 131 left over. We have 131 left over, and we need 160. So if we get 1 more, hold on, what did I say? 131. Yeah, 1 more should do it. Convert. There we go. We've got 171. And we drain 160 into there. We'll use up that 2 pool, and look at that, we are complete. We have the entire tree now active. If we were to use this as our primary, everything, all of these abilities would be active. Right, and here we go, we can commit the changes and spend all that up, and why not? Some additional points for focus before we wrap it up is how to get a lot of focus quickly. Like I said, you want to put your lenses, and ideally an Eidolon lens, but it doesn't matter, you can start small and build this up. Put it on your damage output frames. Saren is one of my favorites for this. People use Equinox, people use Volt. Pretty much any frame that does a direct output of damage with the abilities is going to work really well. So once you've decided what you're comfortable with, go across to here, and if you're capable, go to Elite Sanctuary Onslaught. You can gather a lot of focus during Elite Sanctuary Onslaughts because there's just waves and waves of enemy, and you're doing a lot of damage to them. All right, my friends, I'm gonna leave it there for this one. I hope you got something out of it. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. If you have any questions, leave them down there. I will get to them. Don't forget, you can join me on Twitch. I stream Sunday to Thursday, 3 p.m. through to 11, Australian Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to drop by and say hello. I'll leave a link down below. And until next time, friends, take care and thanks for watching. See ya.